His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa received at Safriya Palace the Minister of Information, Dr. Ramzan bin Abdullah Al Naimi, who gave a presentation on the conclusion of the celebration of Manama as the Arab Media Capital 2024 and the project to document folk arts. He also presented a commemorative gift to His Majesty the King. His Majesty praised the success of selecting Manama as the Arab Media Capital, reflecting Bahrain's leading role in supporting Arab media, enhancing its role, enriching the Arab media and cultural scene, and the distinguished media status of Manama. His Majesty noted the Ministry of Information's efforts in hosting and organizing many Arab media meetings, activities, and events. The active role of Bahrain media, its recognition in Arab circles, and its many achievements due to the efforts of successive generations of media professionals. His Majesty also commended the national media's role in defending the country's interest, promoting national unity, showcasing Bahrain's progress, culture, and achievement, preserving authentic values and national constants, and spreading tolerance and coexistence. His Majesty the King expressed appreciation for the efforts of the Minister of Information and Media Professional in developing the media system and improving the media message in service of the Kingdom and citizens. The Minister of Information expressed thanks and appreciation to His Majesty the King for his praise of national media efforts, wise directive, and support for the media sector. The Kingdom of Bahrain's selection as the Arab Media Capital for the year 2024 highlights the Kingdom's role in supporting Arab media. During 2024, which coincides with the celebration of the Silver Jubilee of His Majesty the King's accession to the throne, the Kingdom worked to launch and support initiatives and plans to advance the media sector at the local and Arab level. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa deputized the Chairman of the Supreme Council of Health, Lieutenant General Dr. Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, to inaugurate the Mharak Specialized Healthcare Center. Dr. Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdullah commended the Saudi Fund for Development continued support for development projects and highlighted the center as a symbol of a strong Bahraini-Saudi ties. He also commended the Ministry of Works for delivering the project to high engineering standards and advancing Bahrain's healthcare infrastructure. The Works Minister, Engineer Ibrahim Al-Hawaj, noted the project's role in providing advanced medical and rehabilitative care, reflecting the ministry's commitment to delivering modern healthcare environments. The Health Minister, Dr. Jalila Hassan, highlighted the new center as a strategic addition to Bahrain's healthcare system, supporting specialized care and sustainable health development, and is in line with the efforts of government hospitals to improve the quality of healthcare. The SFD CEO, Sultan Al-Marshad, underscored the fund's partnership with Bahrain, noting the center represents a model for quality care and development cooperation. The CEO of Government Hospitals, Dr. Mariam Al-Jalahma, said that the project advanced care for patients requiring long-term and specialized services, aligning with efforts to improve quality of life through integrated care. The Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, led by Sheikh Abdurrahman bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Khalifa, held its regular session. The Council commended the continued support of His Majesty the King to Bahraini pilgrims and the services provided by the government, led by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, to facilitate their pilgrimage. The session urged Bahraini pilgrims to comply with the regulations of Saudi Ministry of Hajj and Umrah and Bahrain's Hajj missions to ensure their well-being and of that of others. The Council commended the efforts of Saudi Arabia, led by the custodian of the two holy mosques and the Crown Prince and Prime Minister of Saudi Arabia, in serving the two holy mosques, pilgrims, Umrah performance and visitors by ensuring their safety, health, and ease of worship. The Council reviewed the 2024 annual report of the Quran Teachers Institute. This session reviewed the latest development related to the Council's mosque reconstruction plan and took note of signing the implementation agreement for the demolition and reconstruction of Al-Ma'amir Mosque funded by the Council, and the implementation agreement for the construction of the mosque in East Head, funded by a benefactor under the supervision of the Council. The Council expressed its appreciation for the contribution of people in supporting charitable projects. The President of the Electricity and Water Authority, Kamal bin Ahmed Mohammed, inspected the Jessra 400 kV electricity transmission station project, one of the most prominent strategic initiatives currently being implemented in Bahrain and the largest transmission station of its kind at this stage. The EWA President said the project is part of the National Master Plan to develop and expand electricity transmission networks. He noted that it represents a significant step forward in strengthening Bahrain's energy infrastructure. Once operational, the station is expected to reduce the load on the Rafah subnetwork by up to 25%, ensuring greater reliability and stability across the national grid. He added that the Jessra station will also enable full utilization of the energy produced by the second phase of a Dur power plant, thereby improving load distribution efficiency and supporting Bahrain's broader economic and urban development objectives. The new station is scheduled to be operational in 2026 and will enhance Bahrain's electricity transmission network, supporting the authority's effort to deliver high-quality services to citizens and residents. The Minister of Housing and Urban Planning, Amna Ramehi, paid a field visit to a number of housing projects implemented by the ministry with real estate development companies and included in the government land development rights program, which include Al Nasim neighborhood project in Salman City in the northern Governorate, the Al Wadi project in the Al-Bahrain area, and the Hurat Senate project in the Southern Governorate. Al-Rumayhi reviewed the progress of work in the housing projects and the rates of achievement, stressing the importance of adhering to the timeline set to each project and accelerating the pace of implementation in line with the directives of His Majesty the King to accelerate the pace of housing projects to provide 50,000 new housing units. She noted that the project of the Government Land Development Rights Program are a key pillar in implementing the directives of His Majesty the King. She explained that since its launch, the program received a wide response from real estate developers who have shown increasing interest in participating in its various projects. Al-Rumayhi reviewed the positive outcomes achieved by the Government Land Development Rights Program during the past period. Rumayhi said that the completion rate of a Nasim neighborhood project in Salman City has reached an advanced stage of 61%, while the completion rate of Al Wadi project in Al-Bahrain has reached 31%, and the completion rate of the Hurat Senate project has reached 10%. Al-Rumayhi announced that the next phase will witness the expansion of the implementation of more projects of the program. Al-Rumayhi also pointed out that the next phase will showcase the activation of the Private Land Development Rights Program. The University of Bahrain and Bahrain Polytechnic have been rated compliant with the Institutional Review Framework Standards by the Education and Training Quality Authority, the BQA, following reviews conducted in coordination with the Higher Education Council. The Minister of Education and Chairman of the HEC Board of Trustees, Dr. Mohammed Jum'ah, commended both institutions after meeting the criteria of general framework for reviewing the performance of the HEC. UOB President Dr. Fuad Al-Ansari and the CEO of Bahrain Polytechnic, Professor Kirian Okahan, received the certificates from BQA CEO. Dr. Mariam Mustafa, the BQA CEO, emphasized that the results reflect the advanced level reached by national higher education institutions in the kingdom in terms of establishing a culture of academic quality and keenness in continuous development. The Undersecretary of the Ministry of Labor, His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Salman bin Mohammed Al Khalifa, met with a delegation from the International Monetary Fund, the IMF. The meeting provided an overview of the measures adopted by Bahrain to ensure labor market stability and growth, promote innovation and entrepreneurship, and generate high-quality opportunities for citizens in line with the National Labor Market Plan 2023-2026. The delegation was also briefed on recently enhanced legislation aligned with international labor standards aimed at enhancing market competitive and attracting high-value investment. For their part, the IMF delegation commended the kingdom's effort to support sustainable economic growth and acknowledged the ministry's constructive engagement and responsive to inquiries related to labor market developments. The delegation also noted Bahrain's achievements in labor market reforms and in advancing national human capital development. Bahrain is enhancing its economic stability and diversification by implementing fiscal sustainability policies, according to a new report by the Ministry of Finance and National Economy, which highlighted the promising growth indicator for national economy in 2024 and the advanced performance of non-oil sectors. More in this report.
Bahrain's economy is characterized by sustainable growth and economic diversification, reflecting the success of development efforts and establishing confidence in a bright economic future. This is confirmed by Bahrain's Economic Report 2024, published by the Ministry of Finance and National Economy, based on data from the Information and E-Government Authority. According to preliminary national accounts data GDP at constant prices grew by 2.6% in 2024, driven by 3.8% growth in non-oil activities. Economic indicators reflect Bahrain's efforts to diversify its economic resources by promoting the growth of non-oil sectors such as project finance, tourism, information technology, and AI. Bahrain's geopolitical stability also enhanced its economic resilience by maintaining strong diplomatic relations with neighboring countries and regional and international allies. The report highlighted the pivotal role of non-oil sectors in supporting economic growth, with their contribution to GDP reaching 86% at constant prices in 2024. Bahrain ranked first in the Arab world in the 2025 Doing Business Index and ranked 7th globally in the 2024 Islamic Finance Development Report. These indicators confirm the strength of the base that accompanies Bahrain's Economic Vision 2030 and Bahrain's ability to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals, thus enhancing confidence in Bahrain's ability to continue growth and prosperity steadily towards a brighter future.